Good morning. Good evening. This is Susan, and this is Susan's Ramblings. My Bible verses today are from Genesis 19. Um, Please forgive me if I don't pronounce these names of these cities and of these men of the Bible correctly. Um, I'm not a biblical scholar. I read the Bible, yes, but I have not looked up the pronunciations of these names. So please forgive me as we go along, okay? Genesis 19. Now the two angels came to Sodom in the evening, and Lot was sitting in the gate of Sodom. When Lot saw them, he rose to meet them, and he bowed himself with his face toward the ground. And he said, Hear now, my lord, please turn into my house, into your servant's house, and spend the night, and wash your feet. Then you may arise early and go on your way. And he said, No, but we will spend the night in the open square. But he insisted strongly, so they turned to him and entered his house. Then he made them a feast, and baked unleavened bread, and they ate. Now before they lay down, the men of the city, the men of Sidon, both young and old, all the people from every quarter surrounded the house. And they called to Lot and said to him, Where are the men who came to you tonight? Bring them out to us, so that we may know them carnally. So Lot went out to them through the doorway, shut the door behind him, and said, Please, my brethren, do not do so wickedly. See now, I have two daughters who have not known a man. Please let me bring them out to you, and you may do to them as you wish. Only do nothing to these men, since this is the reason they've come under the shadow of my roof. And they said, Stand back. Then they said, This one came in to stay here, and he keeps acting as a judge. Now we will deal worse with you than with him. So they pressed hard against the man Lot, and came near to break the door. But the man reached out their hand, and pulled Lot into the house with them, and shut the door. And they struck the men who were at the doorway of the house with blindness, both young and old, both small and great, so they may become weary trying to find the door. Then the men said to Lot, Have you anyone else here? Son-in-laws, your sons, your daughters, and whoever you have in the city, take them out of this place. For we shall destroy this place, because the outcry against them have grown great before the face of the Lord, and the Lord has sent us to destroy it. So Lot went out and spoke to his son-in-laws, who had married his daughters, and said, Get up, get out of this place, for the Lord will destroy the city. But his son-in-laws, he seemed to be joking. When the morning dawned, the angel urged Lot to hurry, saying, Arise, take your wife and your two daughters who are here, lest you be consumed in the punishment of the city. And while he lingered, the men took hold of his hand, his wife's hand, and the hands of his two daughters, the Lord being merciful to him. And they brought him out and set him outside the city. So it is come to pass, when they have brought them outside, that he said, Escape for your life. Do not look back behind you, or stay anywhere in the plain. Escape to the mountains, lest you be destroyed. Then Lot said to them, Please, no, my lords, indeed not. Your servant has found favor in your sight, and you have increased your mercy, which you have shown me by saving my life. But I cannot escape to the mountains, lest some evil overtake me and I die. See now, this city is near enough to flee to, and it is a little one. Please let me escape there. Is it not a little one? And my soul shall live there. And he said to him, Now I have found you concerning the thing also. Now I have favored you concerning this thing also, and that I will not overthrow the city for which you have spoken. Hurry, escape there. for I cannot do anything until you arrive there. Thereafter, the name of the city was called Zoar. The sun had risen upon the earth when Lot entered Zoar. Then the Lord rained brimstone and fire on Sidon and Gomorrah from the Lord out of heaven. So he overthrew those cities, all the plain, all the inhabitants of the city, and what grew on the ground. But his wife looked back behind him, and she was turned to a pillar of salt. And Abraham went early in the morning to the place where he had stood before the Lord. Then he looked toward Sidon and Gomorrah, and toward the land of the plains, and he saw, and behold, the smoke of the land, which went up like the smoke of a furnace. And it came to pass, when God destroyed the cities in the plain, that God remembered Abraham, and sent Lot out in the midst of the overthrow, when he overthrew the cities to which Lot had dwelt. Then Lot went out of Zoar, and dwelt in the mountains, and his 2 daughters were with him, for he was afraid to dwell in Zoar. And he and his 2 daughters dwelt in a cave. Now the firstborn said to the younger, Our father is old, and there is no man on earth to come in with us, as is the custom of the earth. Come, let us make our father drink wine, and we will lie with him, that we may preserve the lineage of our father. So they made their father drink wine that night. And the firstborn went in and laid with her father. And he did not know when she lay down or when she awoke. It happened on the next day that the firstborn said to the younger, Indeed, I lay with my father last night. Let us make him drink more wine tonight, and then you shall go in and lay with him, that we might preserve the lineage of our father. Then they made their father drink wine that night also, and the younger one went in to lay with him, and he did not know when she lay there and when she arose. Thus both the daughters of Lot were with his child by their father. The firstborn bore a son and called him Moab, and he is the father of the Moab to this day. And the youngest, she also had a son and called his name Ben-Ammi. He is the father of the people of the Ammons to this day. God bless you. Have a great day.